one.
This comes from Zach Neer. He is a loyal podcast listener, and he asks, my question may be a little bit out of bounds, but it's something that I've never heard anyone have a serious discussion about before, and I'm genuinely curious. How does sex impact cycling and athletic performance? Surely there's a correlation between having sex and producing testosterone, but is that enough to influence athletic performance? How does it differ between males and females, and can having too much sex negatively impact athletic performance?
All right, Zach. We thought this was a very thought-provoking question, and we will answer it seriously. And but unfortunately, there was a more thoughtful question. Just to get that out of the way. I think we've all heard of the Belgian logic, and the Belgian logic is no sex during stage races. Old school racing lore, and that'll decrease performance. The Belgians, they get a hard time because they have these like funny rules, but yeah, they also had rules like no, you can't shave your legs the morning of the race or something like that. But that's the Belgian evidence. But it turns out that there is scientific evidence attributed to abstinence and in the increase in testosterone production. And the thought actually goes back to ancient Greek and Roman times with the gladiator fighting. And they would have gladiators abstain from sex leading up to their fights and believing it was a performance benefit. I did a quick lit review because yes, abstinence leads to an increase in testosterone production, and then serum testosterone does go down after you have sex. That's just a physiological fact. Here's the deal though, just because you have an increase in testosterone production or a decrease doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a benefit or decrease in performance. And by performance, we're talking about power output. Mm-hmm. So there is not a link between sex and increase in hormones to like an increase in performance. And so one research group, they found peak serum testosterone levels appeared 7 days post-abstinence, and it rose to 145.7% of baseline serum testosterone levels. So you have a lot, by not having sex, your testosterone goes way up. That's all they studied. You would think that they'd be like, oh, well, how does that relate to performance? But that's not how scientific studies work. So another group, they did basically a giant review. That's what you hear like on meta-reviews or meta-analysis. And a group of Italian researchers, Italians, at the School of Sports Medicine from the University of Florence, they published this meta-analysis, and they concluded the present evidence suggests that sexual activity the day before competition does not exert any negative impact on performance. So now you have the decrease in testosterone and the increase in testosterone, and there's no link to performance from what the researchers have found. And you can look up that review article. It's in Frontiers of Physiology from June of 2016. So to answer your question, can having too much sex negatively impact your performance? I don't think so. And all the science hasn't found a link to it either. And then because you're asking the question, I would just say try it out and let us know what you find.
Be a study of N equals 1.
Yeah. Let us know how that goes for you.